Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Tuesday, and before I go off to Tuesday Mass, I thought it would be fun to do a video game review for the video game section of the YouTube channel, and today we are going to be reviewing my favorite fighting game for the Sega Dreamcast and pretty much any system, and that, my friends, is Marvel vs. Capcom, the Clash of the Superheroes. So, this game was definitely my favorite fighting game to play when I was in high school, this along with Street Fighter Alpha 3, also for the Sega Dreamcast and Sony PlayStation. This game I actually got from Buy Right Video Games, which we should talk about in another video. Buy Right was a really interesting company that had a massive catalog of import games on their website, but they got shut down by the Better Business Bureau because I think a lot of those games they actually did not have. So people ordered those games, they never got those games. The way that I got this game was I would call Buy Right directly on the phone and pay immediately with a credit card, so they had to send me what I got. So this is how I got Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of the Superheroes, and even though this is the Japanese jewel case, this is the American version of the game. I just made this because it didn't come with an actual jewel case, so... I also have this game on the Sony PlayStation, but on the Sega Dreamcast, you get the full arcade experience of tag, battle, and no load times. So without further ado, let's get down to playing. Alright, let's hit the lights. Now, you may notice this is on a different monitor, and this is going through RGB. Yes, we finally have RGB working in the game room. This is a Panasonic Color Video Professional Video Monitor, the H1350. So the Sega Dreamcast is going through a SCART to RGB cable. So let's get down to playing. Now, I have not unlocked all the characters on this version. There is a code to do it, but I'm going to unlock what I have here, which is essentially roll. So there are more characters. I love the music on this game. So we got ready to go Chun-Li, Ryu, Zangief, Mega Man, Captain Commando, Morgan, Strider, Spider-Man, Jin, Hulk, Venom, Captain America, Gambit, War Machine, and Wolverine. The only character, then you'll have Roll, which I have, and then you'll have, let's see, you'll have Orange Hulk, Orange Venom, Blue War Machine, Lilith, Shadow Lady, and Onslaught are your hidden characters. I believe that's all of them. So this game tends to get overshadowed by its sequel, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. For the Sega Dreamcast. I much prefer this version because the music and color palette feels like a 1990s Marvel comic book, which is my favorite comic book era, at least in terms of American comic books. This looks just like a Jim Lee, early 90s Jim Lee comic, with kind of this otherworldly atmosphere to it because of the fact that, you know, you've got Capcom characters and Marvel characters, and they're all in this weird crossover dream scenario. You can even kind of hear that from this menu music, which is really fun to listen to. So let's do Wolverine and... Oh, I have Hulk unlocked too. Yeah. You just hit up on these characters. You just kind of hit different directions on the menu screen for your hidden characters, and we'll do Roll. And you have partner characters for this game. This game is very fast-paced and very fun to play. So we'll do a few matches here, and I'll tell you what I like about it. This is the sequel to a game that we just reviewed on the Sega Saturn, and that, my friends, was Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. I like this game just a little bit better, but all these versus games are amazing, and I do like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's just that the aesthetic choices for that game, which I understand, I just don't personally agree with. Again, super fast-paced fighting, vibrant levels in the background with a lot of detail going on. And I'll tag and Roll right here. Roll has a very cool J-pop theme. When you knock out a character and their tag partner comes in, their theme starts playing. Here's your super moves that take up the entire screen. Rush Drill! So the Mega Man stuff is heavily inspired by Cashern, a Japanese manga and OVA anime. I think there was a manga of Cashern. I know it was also like a Power Rangers type show, I believe. So Got him. Hyper roll. So I used to love to just play as Roll just so I could hear her theme music, 'cause I'm really into Japanese pop music. Plus, she's adorable. And Wolverine's like my favorite superhero, so. Alright, it's the Succubus Lilith and War Machine versus Wolverine and Roll. There's Lilith.
Ready. Fight.
So my partner character here is Thor. So there we see Thor right there. Again, this game is really, really great. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite really could learn a lot from this game, both in terms of aesthetic choices. I really prefer this style of gameplay to the newer Marvel vs. Capcom games that tried to simplify things a little bit. You can have a simplified mode on this called the beginner mode, which is really good as well. But the ability to choose between going back and forth between a more basic and conventional Street Fighter style mode, I really like. So when I tag and hit the Hadouken mode, I can do like a double super move, which you just saw right there. And Roll, even though she's kind of considered a joke character, is actually very good. Rush! I'm going to tag out. Here comes Wolverine. And again, I love how when you tag out, they like strike these poses. You know, that they're just, like, overcome by their own personality and energy. Oops. Ah! Get out! Yikes. No! Computer's making a comeback here. There's a missed super move. I think I got her, though. Rush drill. There we go.
Roll. Win.
Again, I can't say enough how great this game looks going through RGB. And if you have an RGB SCART connection for your Dreamcast, it's just like, in my opinion, having your VGA connection, but it's compatible with all the games. So I can play Star Gladiator on this without having, or like old SNK games, and I'd have to worry about them not being compatible with the VGA. Which reminds me, we gotta do a Mark of the Wolves review pretty soon. Garo, Mark of the Wolves. Incidentally, I just ordered a copy of Final Fight Revenge on Sega Saturn, so it's not an official copy because I don't have $800 to spend, but I did get a replication disc for it to play on my pseudo Saturn. So look forward to that review coming soon. Cyclops will come in here. And again, I can just play this game for hours, and I just used to play this game constantly. And I love the PlayStation version as well. The PlayStation version I definitely played more than the Dreamcast version, because that was the version I had, because I didn't have a Dreamcast. My friend always had the Dreamcast version, I had the PlayStation version. So I can tell you a lot about the ins and outs of the PlayStation version of this game, which I will do. I'll do another review for the PlayStation version of this. Just because that was a game, that and Final Fantasy VIII, that was my summer of '99 right there, so. Tag! And again, I love how quickly the tags go in and out. See the evil Dr. Wily in the background. And I love this Jim Lee Gambit here from his first appearance was X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which there is also a review of on the channel. Watch that. And I just love how the screen explodes with energy in the background. Cyclops. Tag. I mean, and the strategy of tagging in and out at certain times, and I'm going to lose this possibly here. Yikes! Maybe not. Shoot. Ah! Man, I missed my Weapon X. Darn it! Maybe we can pull this out. Can we make the comeback? No! Got him! Alright, we win. And Mega Man doing the Marilyn Monroe thing here. And again, when you win with Mega Man or Roll, it gets their little Mega Man theme here. Okay, so this will be the last fight we do. Hulk and Wolverine. Who's stronger, Hulk or Wolverine? Well, let's decide here. We've got 80s Wolverine with Hulk and Magneto. We got like both guys that are like big problems for Wolverine to fight. Hulk and Magneto teamed up on this team here, which also, so we've got 80s Wolverine, Hulk and Magneto on one team versus the 90s colored Wolverine. Totally destroying me here because I'm distracted and also not playing to my full potential. Or maybe the computer's just really good here. Yikes. Jeez, I'm getting destroyed here. Jeez. Come on, Weapon X! Yes. I love how Wolverine's slashes form big energy X's. Darn it. Jeez, the Tornado Claw! I like how Cage and Impact Wrestling, all of his wrestling moves are named after Wolverine's Marvel vs. Capcom moves here. I may lose this here, so... Come on, Michelle Hart. Darn it, no! Jeez. Here's Roll's theme. I do not see myself winning this here, but we'll just see. Darn it. Yeah.
Wolverine win.
Not bad for starters, just not good enough. Alright, guys. I know we said we'd wrap it up after that video, but I want to show you guys Venom. So we'll do Venom, and we'll do Mega Man. This will be the last match, win, lose, or draw. So these are just two characters that were new to this game that I really, really liked. This, again, is the Hulk with Bruce Banner's brain functioning that was very popular in the 90s here. Venom just was very animated and clever in this game here. And I loved how that Venom web looked. We're in the Avengers headquarters here. So Venom is a character that should definitely be brought back for future installments if there are any more Marvel vs. Capcom games. Brock Lesnar, who is a horrendous professional wrestler and decent UFC fighter, definitely needs to play Venom and not Tom Hardy, because Brock Lesnar is like literally Eddie Brock in real life. Gotcha. Yeah, not doing too well here for this fight, because I'm all worked up about my casting choices for Marvel movies here. Mega Man fights like a more effective version of Roll. Yikes. Jeez. This is not a good outing from me here. Darn it. There goes Venom. Sorry to end on a bad note here, guys. Just gonna spam this here. Alright, let's see what I can do here. You can be cheap with Mega Man, but you gotta have some skill here. Darn it, I almost won that.
Wolverine win.
Alright, guys. We'll hit the like. So guys, there you have it. That is Marvel vs. Capcom for the Sega Dreamcast. Buy this game. It is my favorite fighting game, and I think you can understand why after watching this video. So until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.